Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your October energy reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or put it anywhere in your placement that you so choose. It's also for cross watchers if you're trying to be in somebody's business, and everything you need in terms of booking a personal reading with me, sending a love donation, and my social media is all listed in the description box below. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, my peoples. 83 point something percent of y'all are watching and not subscribing. So come on, come get these messages, my love. And hit that notification bell and that subscribe button so you know when I post for your sign. Okay, Capricorn? Without further ado, let's ring this bell and get into your October read. And receive that, okay? Let's get it. I'm not really getting anything for you, so let me see what's going on here. Let me pull a couple of cards. Y'all are like, fine, fine, fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about me. Everything's fine. But it feels like y'all got a lot going on. Like all at once. And you're going, fine, fine, fine. Look, storms. It's going down right now, Capricorn. And you're like, it's fine, fine, fine. Everything's fine. No, it is not. And it's okay if it's not. You know, it's just an indication of what needs to get put back into balance. We got worthiness. So you are worthy. Listen, I shuffled the shiitakes out of this deck. I don't know why these cards keep coming up over and over again. So I'm just feeling that the cards are going to keep probably repeating themselves for this first part, because this is just like what we are experiencing as a collective. But we got worthiness. So this storm that keeps brewing and hitting you back to back, Capricorn, is trying to shake up your attention to your worthiness, to make you level up to meet the level of your worthiness. And you guys are such diligent workhorses that sometimes you just put your blinders on and it's like the universe keeps sending crash, bang, boom, tower moments to you to make you elevate your frequency or raise your standard or change your boundaries in terms of work, love, relationship. It's trying to get you to assert yourself and get into alignment. We got I can't even pronounce this name, so I will not even butcher it, but we got celestial alignment. These storms are coming to clear things out of your way. Another sign got that, I forgot who, but that I'm saying that same message of, yo, I swear I want to put these back, but I'm not going to. Like, they're coming out, but I'm like, what is the problem? Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have grounding, which is your energy, Capricorn. You know, that's earth energy, but something's out of balance. You need to tap back into your grounding energy, but get grounded in your new boundaries. Get grounded in your commitment to find a practical way forward, because you guys can't do anything unless you know there's a practical way forward. So you have to make this practical way forward work for you. And this new practical way forward is going to look different because one second. Sorry guys. But this thing that you need to apply practically in your life is not going to look like what it used to look like before. Okay? It's not going to look like what it used to look like before. So you have to embark on this new journey with your new boundaries and rise to meet your new standard, because the universe is going to keep sending in tarot moments until you start operating from what you really know you truly deserve. Because the universe is not having you stay up in any relationship, any friendship, any job, any career path, anything that's not in alignment for you. Okay? Which I know is tough to hear, because you're like, oh no, I need it all to make sense. I cannot have no willy-nilly adventures right now. But Capricorn, you see, you staying in one place, being diligent about this thing, the universe is still setting off alarm bells saying, time to shift course, time to change your course of action. You get what I'm saying? So you got giving and receiving underneath storms. I think another sign got that too in the same way. You need to decide what it is you need, how much you're giving, is the reciprocity equal, and you need to really think about this receiving, because Capricorns, y'all know how to like give, do for everybody else, run yourself into the ground. You know, I have this commitment that I'm being counted on for, and so I got to keep my blinders on and keep moving forward. But how are you going to make this work if you are not honoring the ways in which you're doing everything to the letter and to the T, but it's still not showing up correctly for you? It's still, you're still experiencing all of these big tower moments. It's because something is off kilter and the universe is trying to get you back on course. You got underneath worthiness, you got surrender. Surrender to this idea that you deserve more. Surrender to this idea that it may look different than you. This new beginning here may look different than what you're used to, but it's necessary to move forward, okay? It's necessary to move forward in a new way, because this isn't working. And then you can trust that you are going to show up for yourself, Capricorn. Like, you're never going to let yourself go without. You're never going to disappoint yourself and let you down. So trust that you have that same skill set to apply to making these very necessary changes, that when things get off course and it's not following your exact set out plan, that you have the ability to adjust, right? Like, you have this very agile cat-like ability to still land on your feet no matter how topsy-turvy the fall is, right? So go forward knowing that there's newness here for you, but you've got to be okay to let go of some things, to surrender to these changes that are coming in, surrender to this new way of doing and being, and these new boundaries that you're discovering in yourself that need implementation, okay? They need to be implemented and acted upon. You have the underneath celestial alignment, you have shame. You're blocking yourself from getting into alignment because you're thinking this is something you have to do. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to stay where it doesn't feel good. You know how to make a practical, strategic way forward out of no way. You know how to strategically move forward and get away from things that no longer serve you, but you just have to implement it. You just have to carve out that time to make time for yourself. You got desire. You have a deep desire to aim your arrow somewhere. There's something on your mind, something you've been wanting to do that you just are not giving yourself the opportunity to move forward and do or invest time in. And I understand it might be difficult with all of these tower moments and all of these big hiccups and changes and you being in the midst of trying to land on your feet, but just keep in mind which spot on the ground you want to land on, right? Like, still try to curate that landing for yourself in a way where you're not repeating a pattern or staying in a holding pattern somewhere or with someone that's not for your highest good, that's not really in alignment with this new cycle that you are in, with this new stage and version of your life and yourself. And underneath you have masks. So there's something not yet revealed. There's something that is only at surface level that needs looking deeper into, and masking situations with I'm fine, or I'm just going to get through it. You will, but it makes it harder when you're not being honest with yourself, and when you're not walking away from the things that need walking away from, when you're not releasing and surrendering to the things that just aren't working anymore, right? Because like, you know, you'll show up in a World War III zone where everything looks crazy, but you will try to restore balance to it. You need balance right now. You got the Two of Pentacles. So you're trying to bring something into balance, and something that's in regards to your type of energy, things that are practical on the ground, you know? You got Temperance. Be patient while you're trying to marry these two energies together, when you're trying to find your balance up in the situation, okay? Because it's funny, they're both doing the same motion. This talks about patience is a virtue. This is the alchemist. Okay, this is alchemy taking place. This is something that you are creating with your own energy, okay? You're taking two different extremes and you're tempering them to find something in the middle, something that's stable and balanced, right? So there's a big emphasis on bringing something into balance this month. Oh. You got the Fool. You see, this is a new beginning. This is a new journey. This is leap and the net will appear. I think right now is going to require you to take a leap of faith, to trust that the net will appear when you leap into free abandon, into surrender, okay, Capricorn? You also got the Nine of Pentacles. That's entrepreneurship. That's someone who's single, okay? This is also like all of your pentacles are together. Your coins are together, okay? Your money's getting good. So if you're not experiencing that now, it might require, you might think it's going to require you doing the same exact thing you've always done, or just staying on this leg of the journey this way at this place or with this person. And it's going to actually be that newer leap of faith thing that brings all of this prosperity and like balancing to your coins and your environment and your home life. All of that comes better together when it's going to take the leap of faith, the thing you didn't expect, right? So this is the Hierophant. This is also, you know, institutions, you know, legal matters, you know, contracts, government. This also talks about marriage and like a very deep commitment. So there might be a relationship on your mind that you need to balance, or something that needs balance in your workplace, right? Something needs to come into balance, and you're kind of doing this juggling act, trying to balance it all and sort it all out, you know? And you see the waves rolling in. That's like all of these upheavals and unexpected things, you know. This is that you know, inclement weather that, you know, you have to contend with along with everything else, you know. It's like inner and outer circumstances, but you are working towards bringing something in this foundational space and place into alignment. You also have this with a water sign card. So this could mean that you're dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, and needing to be patient and tempering the two extremes of this relationship with this person, or balancing your own emotions, right? Because when he's high vibrational, he's very emotionally mature. When he's low vibrational, he's very emotionally immature. So, and this could be male or female, but it's this idea of like bringing your emotions into balance, as well as bringing the things in your physical plane into balance, okay? Ooh. Wow. My palm is itching, guys. Might be getting some Zelle. This new beginning, you'll need this sort of like mental clarity and effective communication. Okay, this is clarity of mind, body, and spirit. Most especially clarity of the mind and communication, communicating clearly what you need on this new adventure, communicating clearly with yourself about taking this leap of faith. Okay, this could also be another person coming in. This could be male or female, but this is air sign, so that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So you know, there's this sort of and it doesn't have to be, but just having these attributes of very like intellectual, very you know, facts over feelings, and the low vibrational can be detached and cold, you know, oh, you're heartless, whatever. But this is really like facts over feelings energy. This is clarity of mind and communication, and discernment, like making a clear-cut decision and defending and protecting your choice. Okay. Whoop. And I see a happy time coming up for you, Capricorn, okay? There's going to be celebrations and time to rejoice. It may also come around, you know, this like, I'm seeing the pumpkins and stuff here in the fall. Maybe it's going to be around holiday time that you start experiencing more of this energy, this Nine of Pentacles energy, right? Like maybe around the holidays when everyone's getting together and, you know, it's coming towards the end of the year, and that's often the time that people are thinking about like what changes they want to implement, what new things do they want, what do they want their next year to look like. This is going to around this time is when these things are going to start coming into alignment, or at least your vision of it will be more clear to you, so that way you can move forward and take, you know, that leap of faith. And you see that you are going to come out on top. You are going to be able to combat that energy with, you know, standing your ground and having the higher vantage point, the better vantage point to have a successful outcome. But it may require this sort of like, you know, defend your position energy as you're moving towards it, because like I said, you got the storms card, you know, there might be clashes of energies, attitudes, you know what I'm saying? And you got the Hermit card at the bottom. So that's about, you know, solitude, seeking inner reflection. You might be feeling like you want to spend a little less time in large groups of people or not being as social, but it's really because you just want to take that time out for yourself to decide like, how do I want to move forward and what do I want that to look like, right? You know, you're getting grounded on what you want so you can take a leap of faith. Time to take off the mask and figure out what it is you want. Caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. I think that's what these storms are about. They're like little wake-up calls to go, do you want it to keep going like this? Like this is the frequency this relationship operates on, or this is the frequency this current job is vibrating on. This is the current frequency this group of people you've been interacting with work on, and like, do you want this to keep going on, right? You got Xana. You are protected from all types of harm, which I love, because while these things are crashing down around you, you might be feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel unsafe, unsecure. I'm not feeling very stable right now because you know, anything can happen. Everything's so touch and go. Okay, you're protected. It says the worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Okay, getting so many calls right now, and I'm like, and so many interruptions, like, from when? From where? Been doing videos all day and it's been silent. And now all of a sudden it's like all this activity is kicking up. You got Serena. I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need. See that Nine of Pentacles energy? And God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. So again, that's that, like, that Fool card energy. It's saying that God, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, the universe, you like it, I love it. There's higher forces at work working to bring these things to you. Keep doing what you're doing in terms of like, keep showing up for yourself, keep being responsible, Capricorn, but also it's time to start taking measurement of what can stay and what gots to go, right? Because those crashes and bangs and booms and tower moments are indicators and warning signs of what's not working. And if you don't pay attention, the universe sends in a really huge one that gives you no other choice but to leave or step back or cast away. You know what I'm saying? It'll put you in a, like, this is your ultimatum situation. So take back the reins and make the decision for yourself. Because I got a voicemail. Who's voicing me a voicemail, y'all? It's like in the way. I love when things like this happen and it stays up in your reading, because I'm like, I'm not editing that out. To where? Like, just take this ride with me. You got Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectation. Which is funny because that comes out beneath Bridget, which says caution. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. I think it's telling you, most especially since we're in retrograde season, don't make any like huge, big, definitive changes right now. This is the time to do some recon, get some intel, get some, gather some data, get some information before you make a move, but be on the hunt for this information. Be active in co-creating this new step, this next step of your life, but proceed with caution. Make decisions from a place of discernment rather than a place of desperation, trying to flee and escape these tower moments that you're experiencing, right? Because once you get into that celestial alignment, once you get into that surrender energy, then it will be green light to go. It will be a big yes. But when you are second guessing yourself or just not making a decision or making any changes because you don't want to rock the boat any further, like, the storm will keep rocking that boat until a decision and a new choice is made and some adjustments are made. Like, even if you're going to stay somewhere, some like serious implementation of changes has to be present, because you're not going to be able to keep going the way you've been going. You're going to burn out and it's going to come out all wrong, Capricorn, okay? You have Rosetta. You have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. And that's underneath, feel safe at this time. Right? So if you have any concerns about your own children or about your life's purpose, for some of you, it may be working with children, or maybe you find very deep and great purpose in being a parent, or maybe you're like the parent of the office, right? It doesn't have to be so literal. It can be how these energies are showing up in your life and how can you balance and adjust them. Maybe that might be a hard reason for some of you to like leave a toxic work environment because you have this like little crew of people you keep underneath your wing, right? Or, especially Capricorns, you guys like to finish what you start and you like to finish it on your terms, but it might be a time where you might need to walk away for your highest good, and by releasing that baby, that, vision you had on how you were going to operate at this one place, there's so much more waiting for you somewhere else. It could be the same in a relationship, put it where it fits. But there's something here that is requiring a very serious adjustment, whether it means internally adjusting it or whether it means removing yourself from that space. But feel safe and protected and know that everything's going to work out for you. You got Grace and Antoinette. To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. And that came underneath the abundance coming in and the universe being in charge of how that happens. Okay? So maybe you need to, If you're going to be ending things, try to do so from a place of compassion. Excuse me, compassion and discernment, you know. Make sure you communicate everything so that it's clear, so that nothing is left unsaid or undone, so you can make a clean break from wherever. If it's a job, if it's a relationship, if it's an old pattern and way of thinking, you know, do your best to put yourself in the other person's shoes so you're not holding on to resentment and carrying it around with you. Because then the other person or the other job or the other company or the other you know, friend, whatever, they get to move on with their life, and you'll be sitting here playing things on repeat, stuck on one thing when everyone else gets to move forward, you know. So have some compassion, right? Because sometimes, you know, Capricorns, y'all be like, I don't understand how you can't make this work. But you also need the compassion when you are trying to figure something out. So try to keep everything on an even keel, especially through these very big changes and tower moments, so that you can make your clean break. Like, it's already messy, right? With these tower moments, like, oh, child, oh, Lord, oh, my God, what? Not again. Don't you add to the messiness, okay? By being so in that King of Swords energy where you are operating out of low vibration and you are just being like cold, standoffish, abrupt. You know what I'm saying? Your reading is here, there, and everywhere, baby, but I feel it. Oh, that's right. This card flipped over. Well, now we got 2 cards. So you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. It's going to require some sort of communication, clearing up a communication, right? Your job entails constant communication, even if it's not in the arts, in you know, being in front of the camera or being on stage or whatever, you know. Maybe you're the head of your department and you have to communicate with a lot of different people, right? Or maybe your job is very collaborative, a very collaborative effort, right? You want to and be easy on yourself. You see how you got this? It's Mercury retrograde. This is the time of miscommunications, of arguments and things like that. So try your best to show some compassion, not only to yourself, but to other people as well. Mystique, keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't give up. Don't settle. Don't just acquiesce for what's being given. Like, baby, make sure you are asking for what you need. Don't take no for an answer. Like, oh, well, we can't give you that, so I guess you're just stuck with the crap you don't want to accept. Like, no, then I will go elsewhere. And that's for all things. Yo, what? I just need 1 card. Okay, and you got 3. Bottom card is Azure. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen. Okay? That's why it's like the pause. Take, you know, do your recon, get your intel, you know what I'm saying? And then make a move from a strong and informed place. Oceana, take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation. You need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Hold your ground, hold your boundaries, hold your line. You got Ariel, new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So that might be part of your intel and your recon, right? You know, maybe you are getting these very big wake-up calls that now you can identify with. Through these tower moments, and it's changing the way you're perceiving things around you. It's giving you the wake-up call. You're like, oh no, I hear you loud and clear, universe, and I'm about to make these changes. So it's all good. And you got Layla, spend time alone. Hello, the Hermit. In nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's a beautiful card to end on. Oh, Capricorn, I am rooting for you guys. I love Capricorns. I'm wishing you guys so well this month. Make sure you honor your boundaries. Make sure you keep charging ahead, okay? Don't let the universe have to give you and send you 12 more tower moments before you start, doing that deep investigation and self-reflection on what you need changing and what do you need to be receiving from others and from your environment and from your work and from your relationships, and how you want to give that back out, okay? So I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. All right? Sending you guys big hugs. I'm wishing you mad love and many blessings. You count, you matter, you are important. You are seen, you are heard, you are worthy, you are deserving, you are magic, Capricorn baby. Go get up in it this month, and I will see you on the next one. Later.